the Junior NBA Coach of the Year. Congrats, Jason.
Thank you. John didn't need the microphone. I need it, though. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So Jason, I'm gonna kick it to you first, as the most recently famous person on the panel, and I'm eager for you to share a little bit about what Big Apple basketball is, and maybe share the purpose of the organization, what you do, and certainly I think you'll have a perspective that everyone can relate to.
Yes, Big Apple Basketball is an organization I started in 1999, and we're a nonprofit organization designed to use basketball as a tool to help young people in their athletic, academic, professional, and life skill development, while at the same time also hosting family and community-focused programs and events. So when we first started in '99, we were actually started off as a pro touring team and then evolved to working with kids. And at the present time, we do a lot of programs with youth, with high school players, with college players, and also professional players. Within a lot of the drills I create, I get to learn what their personality is like. I get to learn if they're mentally strong. I get to learn if they're really hard on themselves. So I kind of use those things as I kind of feel them out through a lot of the training sessions that I do to really just try to impart wisdom and encouragement to them. And then the other thing is like anything else, the more time we spend with people, the more we get to develop personal relationships with them. And as adults, as leaders, as mentors, whether it's the parents, whether it's the kids, I think that when we're sincere in what we do, then what in turn that'll lend itself to is people coming to ask you for help for things beyond basketball. Making sure that everything that I create within a particular system of a workout has a designated purpose.
Can you give one example? Like give us an example of how you make a workout competitive.
Create goals for everything. Literally, if we're doing a ball handling drill, and I'll assess different players, and I'll have them walk through, and I'll have a stopwatch, and I'll say, okay, let me see how many reps you can do of this ball handling drill in 30 seconds, and I'll literally time them, and I'll count the reps. Okay, all right. So now they might get 30 reps in 30 seconds. So now, okay, all right, take a break. All right, we're gonna come back this next set. I want you to get 35 reps in 30 seconds, and we can't move forward on anything else until you get that. So as long as it takes, their next set, they might go from 30 to 25. They might go 30 to 23. And I'm not going to budge. And we're going to do it, and eventually they're going to get it. And you feel some type of reward and satisfaction. And same thing with shooting drills. So whatever drills that we're doing, my thing is that I create drills where it's fast-paced. You're getting that conditioning. I make players, as they're shooting. So I'll give you a quick example on this. I might be doing a shooting drill, and I'll say, okay.
Running organizations in the off season, how do you think about the rhythm of development that occurs over the course of the year and what they should be thinking about?
Well, I think it kind of goes back a little bit to what Mel and John talked about in terms of really understanding your personnel, because everybody has different strengths and weaknesses. I'm really big into really having players work on all aspects of their game. Some coaches feel like, well, if this is the specific role that I have players assigned to during the season, then this is all that I want them to work on. But I believe that I want players to be prepared for everything, because at any point in time in the game, we all watched the Warriors championship series where guys just started to go down. And if you're only focused on working on a particular role and you're just so robotic, and you can be good and efficient within that role, but then if somebody fouls out, if there are injuries, and now if you're not prepared to expand your game in any capacity and having the confidence to be able to do it based upon the things that you practice in the off season, then I think that that's very important. The other thing that I'm a big believer in is making workouts and drills competitive, as opposed to just going through the motions. And whenever I work out players, I always like to call it, tapping into your emotion. It's always about encouragement. It's always about support. And as I said before, we're serious about what we do, and we want to work very hard, but at the same time, I really try not to criticize children or players in general. I try to make them think about ways that they can get better. And then the other thing that I'm big into is having the players empower each other. So there are times that I'll specifically tell parents, a lot of times like parents are just so comfortable in yelling at their kids on the court. Hold your follow through, do this, do that. And obviously it comes from a good place because they want their children.
A lot of insightful stuff that you said, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to take a lot of it home with me. Just want to say thank you.
Thank you. That's what we're here for, and I think we all learn from each other.
Good question. I think we have a question way in the back.